Thank you for tuning in to the Prosperity for America channel. Today, we're going to try to help you with your career and job search by talking about why it's important to pick out the right people as references and also how to go about it. Looking for a technical professional or operations management position? Visit prosperity.jobs. For tips on how to get a better response to your resume online or how to interview more effectively to have a more prosperous career, visit the Prosperity for America channel on YouTube. Prosperity, it's what we all want. All right, so let's get right to it, all right? So who do you want to pick as a reference? Well, who you really want to pick is not your neighbor or not your friend. Truly what you want to do is pick out who you reported to, people that are peers that you worked with that would know how good you are at your job. That's real important. Now, in today's world, you always have to take into account the idea that companies may not want their employees to give out a reference. There's an awful lot of companies not letting that happen, and it makes it hard for a good person to have people vouch for them. So how you want to do that is you want to ask these people to not be just your reference, but to be your personal professional reference, all right? So you would want to talk to your former boss, not your current boss, and say that you're looking for a new position and you would love to use them as a reference, but as personally, not for the corporation, all right? And that way they will feel that they're not putting the corporation at risk or breaking a company policy. Quite frankly, when it comes to your supervisor, you really don't want to use your current supervisor. The last thing in the world you want to do is let your current supervisor know that you're looking for a position. It might just endanger the position that you have right now. So that goes also with your peers or your coworkers. You might not want to pick people that are currently working with you because, again, they might not mean it, but sometimes people accidentally let things slip out. We get more calls than we would ever like about people that accidentally told someone or on purpose told somebody they were looking for another job that now got laid off or let go because it just puts you to the top of the layoff list as the company knows you're looking anyway. It makes the choice easy as to who they're going to lay off. And you really don't want to accidentally have that happen. So one of the things in this whole process of picking out references is make sure you pick no one that you're currently working with, okay? Now, I know this is tough if you're a fresh grad in college. Then you would probably want to use your professors and maybe people that you had worked like odd jobs through school with, because see, they could vouch for the fact that you're a dedicated worker, you know how to show up on time for work, all those good things. So when you are getting close to, so you get their names, their phone numbers, and their email address, but their personal phone number, their cell phone, their personal email, not their work email. That way they are really reacting to the request for a reference personally, not as employee of a company. All companies will do nowadays is just verify that you were there and what your title is, etc. And that's okay. They're just trying to be safe. They don't want to get sued. It is a very litigious society. So this is the way you can work around that, all right? So now, when you do use these references, say you go to a job interview and you fill out a form or an application where they ask for your references, then what you want to do is, if it's a job that you really, really want, which I would hope that you're really only applying to jobs that you really want, you would call up your references and let them know, hey, I'm actively looking, and the company that I'm really excited about is ABC Manufacturing. And so if they call you, if you could get back to them, I used you as a reference there, and I'm really excited about that position. So that way they'll get back to the company that is checking your reference quickly and promptly. You'd be surprised how often people use references, then the company calls references and they never call back. That doesn't reflect well on you. In other words, if these people are people that know you, you would think that they would call back. The other thing is it also lends validity to the situation. In other words, you know, people are busy nowadays. Almost everybody gets phone messages from people they don't know. And if you let them know that a call is coming from a potential reference for a future employer for you, they'll be looking out for that call. And if you actually know who the names of the company and the persons that might be contacting, I would let them know, hey, look out for Joe so-and-so from ABC Manufacturing. He may be one of the people calling to check my reference. All right. So I know this might sound simple and logical, but this personal professional reference issue is a real good way to handle it. Highly recommended. And references do matter. All right. You might think that they don't, but they do. And it's also really important for you to put them on the job applications. And actually, one of the things we'll be talking about soon is how important it is to fill out a job application thoroughly, actually. You'd be surprised what you could do to actually help you get the job by filling out the application more completely. So, if you have any questions about how to pick as a reference or how to go about it, please do give us a call. We'll be glad to help. So have a nice day. Thanks for tuning in, and please do remember to subscribe to the Prosperity for America channel. Thank you.